Good morning, I'm Mai Rodriguez. Let's unlock the tricks of the trade, get to know the brilliant minds who changed their industries and created innovations that continue to influence lives. Be inspired here on Trade Talks, My Milyonaryo. Did you forget your keys after you left the house? Can't remember where you placed an important document? Many people suffer from forgetfulness. But did you know there is now a school that can help you? The Brain Republic has a team of experienced coaches and memory athletes to help you improve your memory. But it's not just for students, it's for anyone who wants to have a memory boost. To tell us more, we are joined in the studio by Coach Ab Bonita. She's the owner and founder of the Brain Republic Incorporated. Welcome to Trade Talks, AB. Coach AB.
Good morning, Miss Mai, and thank you very much for having me here.
All right, this Brain Republic, since 2014, am I correct?
Yes.
How did you come up with this concept for a school?
Actually, it was born from a personal struggle. So I used to be very forgetful to the point where when I was in high school, people would call me Lola. So, yeah, I was
high school pa lang.
Yeah, high school pa lang. I was academically okay, but the problem was I was very absent-minded. So when I became college and I was already working, it changed. Ang tawag na sa akin, ulyanin. So, yeah. So because of that, I felt down. I have a low self-esteem. And then one time, one of my colleagues when I was working called me stupid. Because kakasabi lang ng boss and then I suddenly forget the instruction. So that actually triggered me to search for ways on how to improve my memory and take action. And that's where I found out during my research that there's actually memory techniques, and there are memory sports. And luckily, here in the Philippines, one of my classmates is a member of the Philippine memory team. So, may memory sports pala. And then, I attended one of their trainings. And then, I became an athlete. The rest is history. Ngayon, ako na yung coach ng buong national team natin.
Wow. I did not know, na there's such a thing as a memory sports, memory championships, ganyan.
Yes.
Oo. And grabe yung pinagdaanan mo. So, if this is a personal struggle for you, and then you discovered there are certain ways to help us improve our memory. Pero itong school mo, is this the first of its kind in the Philippines?
Actually, there are other schools in the Philippines. However, the problem is very few. I think there are less than 10 schools about memory training in the Philippines, and some schools are just training kids or some are just focused on business. So that's when I put up the Brain Republic. I wanted to reach more people. So
all age groups.
Yes, we start from 6 years old hanggang 70. Actually, our eldest student is 74 years old. There are many senior citizens, especially those involved in business, who are also training their memory. And people will ask why. Why do businessmen want to train memory? Are they forgetful? Actually, no. It gives them a competitive advantage.
Yeah. You yourself, you are a memory athlete. So tell us, what exactly is a memory athlete?
So we play a game called memory sports. It originated in United Kingdom in 1991. So the players there, what we compete is, we are given a set of words, numbers, names and faces, dates, even shuffled deck of cards. And we have to remember those information in a limited time.
Okay, pero tell us about, your journey as a memory athlete. Diba, you had to research on how to improve your memory, pero itong pagiging athlete naman.
Okay.
Paano ba magsisimula?
Una, so we had the memory sports team, the Philippine memory team, and then nagtitrain. I get to meet other members of the team, no? So We trained together until we found out na sayang yung skills na nasa sports lang, pwede palang magamit sa education. But with the memory sports thing, we actually compete locally and internationally. So meron na talagang mga competition na nangyayari around, not just in Asia, around the world. And that's what we wanted to also promote. Kasi si memory sports, when the person, not just student, even adults, become good at it, it can have a direct impact in their education, in their work, or even in their business.
Tama yun. Tapos itong Asian Memory Championship. This is where all the memory athletes compete. So tell us about this upcoming event. Meron ba? Sa India, right?
Yeah, this November, it will be held in Hyderabad, India. However, last year, it was held in Singapore, where the Philippine team actually brought home more than 20 medals, and our biggest gold medal haul is 14 out of that 20, 24,
okay.
I believe, or 26 medals. So, yun
Magaling
yung-
pala mga Pinoy dyan.
Yes.
Oo. Okay, so before you can reach the Asian Memory Championships, meron ba dito mga pocket tournaments or competitions?
Normally, we are hosting around August or September. So, we go to a place. During the pandemic, we transitioned to digital. Pero even if the training is digital, during the competition, we can do both now. We have online competitions and we have face-to-face competitions. So, the players from around the Philippines and even international players would sometimes join the competition. They would fly to the Philippines to participate in the event.
Ito nga yung video na pinapakita natin. Ito are yung mga pictures. These are the kids
Yes,
na kasali dyan. Or ito, tama ba to? Itong class ba to? Or is this a competition, what we're seeing now?
Meron kaming, I was not able to see, send ba? There. So, that's our online classes. So, we're hosting online classes via Zoom.
Okay.
Yan.
So there are
that's the thing.
kids. How young should a kid be? Gaano ba what's the may age requirement ba?
The age requirement would normally be 6 years old, as long as the student can already communicate in English, since that's the mode of teaching, and marunong mag-Zoom ngayon kasi since naka-digital training tayo ngayon, pwede na sa 6 years old.
And your oldest student, ilang taon?
74.
74? Okay.
He's actually a journalist. So, 74
Pero pag
years
mga
old.
athletes, ano yung age range?
The eldest participant, we actually hosted the very first Asian Championship in the Philippines last 2023, and our eldest participant is 70 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so marami pa rin. What I remember surprisingly was there were two 49 years old, my 56 years old. They are doctors. There are housewives. There are ordinary people joining. And just last week, one of my former students sent me a message saying, "Coach, thank you very much. This training, this memory class helped me from having an MRI." Because she feels like meron na siyang mommy brain, very bad na yung memory niya, and natatakot siya because she wanted to build more memories for her children, with her children. But unfortunately, lagi siyang nakakalimot, absent-minded din. So she took the memory class, and after that, she was very happy naman.
Okay. I'm curious, is high intelligence a requirement to have a good memory?
Not necessarily high intelligence. What's more important for us is the interest to improve, the interest to learn. Because I started with having a very bad memory. So that's something na naging advocacy namin to empower more people, because I felt that low self-confidence, the low self-esteem na bad yung memory mo, you feel like you cannot accomplish anything. During negotiations, lagi akong kinakabahan. I'm not the type who would argue because I couldn't stand dun sa statement ko. I'm not sure. I doubt myself. But when I started developing my memory, a lot really changed.
Yes. And that's true, no? If you have a good memory, one of the benefits is, your confidence, a boost in confidence and self-esteem as well. And it's not just for academic performance, di ba?
Yes, that's true. Even those people preparing for the board or bar exam, so it can help them there. Or remembering names and faces, that's one of the most common thing for adults because we meet a lot of people and then after a few days, after a week, nakalimutan na natin. So sayang yung moment. Also, for those who normally take seminars or conferences, they would spend thousands for it. But after the training, 1 week, sayang nakalimutan na nila yung pinag-aralan nila. So that's what we want to help them improve yung retention level. Be able to convert information from short-term memory to long-term memory.
Yeah. I'm curious if there are brain exercises or food or supplements that we can take to strengthen our brains, but we have to take a very short break. Stay tuned as we learn more about improving one's memory. Trade Talks, My Milyonaryo will be back in a bit. We're back on Trade Talks, My Milyonaryo. We're still speaking with Coach Ab Bonita. She's the owner and founder of the Brain Republic Incorporated. So today we're learning more about brain health, but let's go to your advocacy now. Your advocacy is to build a sharper memory movement across the country and across the globe. Tell us more about this.
Yes, I wanted to be able to bring hope to more people, especially those who have a very low self-confidence because of having a bad memory. That there's opportunity, there are chances to improve it. And also, another advocacy that we really want to promote is the memory sports, especially for those students who get hooked on negative vices or computer games. Maybe they wanted to try out memory sports and it can have a positive impact in their performance.
Maganda yun, ano? Especially with the kids, you have to start them young as well. And when it comes to brain health, nutrition, we all know nutrition plays a big role in that. Tell us, what can we put into our bodies that would help our brains?
Okay, of course, very important pa din ang fruits and vegetables. At the same time, omega-3, that would help, and ginkgo biloba, as well as sleep. I don't
sleep.
want to miss that one. Sleep can really help in remembering because if we don't have enough sleep, we cannot function really well.
Yeah. Not just for our brains, but in our overall health, ano. Okay, yung mga supplements, ano pa aside from omega-3?
We have the ginkgo biloba, the bacopa monnieri. So it is said to have a positive impact in our brain. What happens normally is when a person grows older, nagkakaroon siya ng brain shrinkage. So at least when we eat those food, mga healthy foods na giging healthier yung brain natin, nape-prevent yung brain shrinkage or nade-delay yung development.
So, aside from food and the supplements that we can take, are there any brain exercises that we can do?
Yes, I wanted to share the importance of visualization. Majority of the people are visual learners. So whenever we want to remember something, instead of repetition, that's the most traditional way of remembering, paulit-ulit na binabasa or sinusulat, try visualization by converting random information to pictures or images because that's what our brain can absorb faster.
Give us an example. Paano yung ginagawa mo? For example, mag-isa ka lang sa bahay. Instead of watching TV, this is what you can do. Ano yung madali?
For example, you have a task that you want to do at home. For me, if I have a task, I would visualize myself creating that exact moment, creating stories. Or another basic thing that people can do is the chunking method. Whenever you need to remember something, you break it to smaller parts. Just like the cell phone numbers, 11 digits, you cannot remember it very fast. But if you make it 4 digits first, and then 3 digits, and then another 4, your brain will be able to absorb it. So making the information shorter.
In
that-
chunks.
Chunks.
Oo,
So
okay.
that is called the chunking method.
May tanong si Direk. Ano yung Direk yung tinatanong mo? Pangalan.
Names and faces.
Oo, for names and faces. Paano? Is there an easy trick that you can do? Kasi, for example, when we meet so many people, for the first time, the next minute you get back to that person, parang hindi mo na maalala yung pangalan niya.
Okay, so names and faces is my favorite category in memory sports. So what I try to do, if I meet a person, I try to connect it. I try to connect the name with another person that I previously know. For example, your name is Mai. It so happened that I have another friend who is also named Mai. So I tried to connect it with
Iko-connect
that
mo na lang
person
doon. Okay.
initially so that I can be able to remember.
Okay, that's a good trick, ah. Sana maalala ko. Okay, so your school, back to your school. What is your typical program for your students?
Okay. Normally, every month, we open a batch for kids and for adults. So, for during school season, it's normally every weekend, every Saturday. But now that there's a school break, we have weekday sessions, like, for example, Monday and Wednesday. And for adults, we have evening classes because that's the time when adults are normally home. So we have classes like 8:30 to 10:30 in the evening via Zoom. Also, we are launching our new programs now, more on the corporate side as well. We wanted to reach out to more people so that they can improve their performance at work or boost their sales. So we can go to the organization or the institution if they are able to form a group.
Okay,
Or
so
even schools,
depende
yeah.
sa course, yung duration
Yeah,
ng
yeah.
class. And for starters, how much is one course if you want to enroll?
For starters, for our kids, it's 9,500 and it's already 8 sessions with 2 hours per session of intensive memory program. It's an interactive class with worksheets, and we will be assessing the students as well if there's improvement after the class.
This is all online.
Yes, online siya ngayon. For adults naman, we have the 13,500 since mas advanced naman yung classes natin for adults.
Yeah. So what are your plans and activities lined up for the entire year for the Brain Republic?
Basically, for now is our next batch this June. Second week of June, we will have our new batch for the summer workshops, both for kids and adults. At the same time, the Philippine Championship, we're still finalizing the date, if it's gonna be August or September. And lastly, the Asian Championship
In November.
India in November.
Oo.
Yeah.
Okay. So marami pa, no? The pocket tournaments here before you actually join that Asian Memory Championship in India
Yes,
in
yes.
November. Okay, and how do you also plan to grow your school?
Ngayon, what I did was, my former students, they grow up already, so I was reaching out to them. So during their vacant time at school or at work, they're working with me as well and helping out in coaching as well. And then I'm trying to reach out to other places. We are going to different provinces around the Philippines
Yeah.
to teach memory. Just last year, we already went to Baguio, to Cebu, to Bukidnon, and other areas in the country to little by little at least help people improve their memory.
And also, I know that one of the challenges that you've encountered is there are a lack of memory coaches, ano?
Yes, yes.
Oo, so paano mo, please encourage other people out there to join your movement.
Yes. Those who are interested to know more about memory enhancement training or memory sports, please send a message to the Brain Republic on Facebook. And you can also add there Bilyonaryo News so that we know that you saw us there.
Yes, yes. So, dati nag-umpisa ka, may physical school ka talaga before, di ba?
Yes, before it was in Caloocan City. However, the problem during that time, that was the challenge. It was far. Most of our clients are from the south. We were in Caloocan. And then, limited lang talaga yung reach nila. But during the pandemic, when we transitioned online, mas marami tayong na-reach na students.
And mas madali na rin online, ano?
Yes.
Tell us, there are students from other countries as well. So,
Yes,
how far have you reached? Anong mga countries na ba ang kasali?
USA, we have people from USA, from Dubai. There's from Vietnam as well. We have from Kazakhstan. We also have from Norway. So basically, as long as they have internet, we can reach out to them.
Yes. Thank you so much, Coach AB, for joining us today. Sana mas marami pa tayong memory athletes and memory coaches here in the Philippines.
Thank you so much as well, Miss Mai, for having me here.
More power to you, ha? And congrats! I hope we have more medal hauls for the Philippines, ha? Good luck on the upcoming tournaments and dun sa Asian Memory Championship coming up in November. Good luck!
Thank you so much.
And that is today's show. Catch us again on Trade Talks, My Milyonaryo, for inspiring stories of entrepreneurs and innovators and the secrets to their success. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Keep it here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.